Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
In new sport and the endurance or the enhancement games enhanced.
I wonder.
Male enhancement.
I wonder if they're gonna allow meth and cocaine,
What
and
if-
stuff like that.
What if it was like you just went to like a bunch of gas station pills?
Rhino.
Yeah, and you just fucking run through the wall.
Yeah.
Like your
Rhino
choice.
horn.
Take 15 stacker threes
Yeah.
or those Yellow Jacket pills.
Was it you that had a guy got put in an ambulance at Project Graduation?
My senior year of high school, we did have a guy, a local celebrity, some would say, got into a little bit of a heart palpitation situation. That's a
You're
rhyme.
making me have resentment towards this man. Competition for local celebrity.
Local celebrity. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
Yeah.
But I do think it's time for another episode of.
Fine by me.
That's, but yes, he did. He was supposed to perform in the talent show, and he had, I think it was a mixture of Monster energy drink, which I think y'all know and love, and also some stacker threes. Trying to stay up all night, Project Graduation, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, an ambulance rolled up to the gymnasium, and he was whisked away.
Wisp.
He was fine. They had to, just chill him out.
Chill him out.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy that he would need all that in high school. Stay away.
Well, I don't think he needed it. I think he was just did too much.
Or you thought he needed it in high school.
Right.
I think I could stay up for 72 hours in high school.
I could
and been
stay
fine.
up for 72 now if I had to. I think if I absolutely had to.
Oh, I guess if I was motivated.
Yeah. Well, are you never? When are you motivated?
I mean, to stay up for 72 hours, never.
Are you?
When's the
morning
last
gal?
time you stayed up 20 hours
Uh,
straight?
probably not too long ago, to
You
be
think
honest.
so?
Probably had
Yeah.
a show that lasted until
Yeah.
like 4 in the morning.
I was going to say, I've
And he
definitely...
just woke up at 8. There's 20 right there,
There's
baby.
20.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Excuse me.
20
What's
is
the
a,
longest you've
20
ever
is a
been
long
awake?
time. 20 is a long time.
Yeah,
48 is probably the longest I've been
48's
awake.
the longest. I'd say it's probably about where I'm at. Maybe 36.
Put your sunglasses on, Nick. We're
I'm sorry.
We look like ZZ Top up in here.
Coolest guys in this house, that's for sure.
Holy. What's the longest you've been up?
I would say somewhere around the 36 mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
30
I go down quick and hard.
36, 48. I was going to say, whenever I was in college, I mean, I probably never tracked it. There was probably days where I just was like, wow, I've been awake for a while.
Well, I do. I take that back. I was giving you shit about taking naps, but you do suffer from a little bit of insomnia from time to time. So,
Yeah, I slept for about 3 hours last night.
right.
So I took an hour nap today for my lunch instead of, well, I don't really usually eat lunch anyways, but I took an hour nap today, so I'm running on about 4 right now.
You're looking good.
You do look good. You
Yeah, I
look
took
good.
a shower before I came up here. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
You smell good too.
And I meant it when I said it. What about you, Josh?
Earlier, I meant it. Obviously, I said it. Earlier, I was trying to take a little nap, and me and Nick calls me, and he's talking to somebody else in person. So he answers the phone saying, "Thank you."
This is pretty normal.
So
for
I'm
Nick.
like, "You're welcome." And he's like, "I wasn't talking to you," and he said some bad words. And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, well, whenever somebody says thank you, I was raised to say you're welcome. And he's like, man, I got somebody calling me. I got to let you go. I was like, this motherfucker called me. I mean, he let me go. He's like, I got to go. He just hangs up on me. I was like, all
I
right.
do. I'll think of someone, and I'll be like, man, I need to call them before I forget. And then I'll call them immediately, but I'll be in the middle of something else. I'll be like, damn, I
Yeah.
should not have called them
No.
right now.
What you do, man? I'm working on some quotes for a job. Like, well, why are you calling me? Like, I'm not the person you need to be talking to
I'm
right
waiting
now.
on a phone call. They're beeping in now.
I'm going to ruin all your train of thought.
I'll see you later.
See you. Thank you. Answer the phone. Thank you. Well, you're welcome.
30 seconds, all I need. Get my point across.
I was saying, it's a pretty normal Nick phone conversation,
Yeah,
though.
every day.
I mean, I've had him call me whenever he's like spraying the side of a wall
Oh,
and I
yeah,
can't hear
dude.
anything that's going on.
Back in the day, what was really awesome, he'd be in a skid steer operating something. You should beep, 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 beep. Oh,
And then I
man.
get mad at you
Because I can't hear you.
for giving up on me.
Having to repeat myself 35 times.
Yeah, well,
What? Did you say that again?
you
And
shouldn't
you know,
answered
like,
the phone.
You know, like, or you'll call him, like, you know how, like, we'll, like, try, like, to, like, riff off each other. So, like, you have an idea, you know. So, I'm like, you know what, I got to get it out there. So, I'll call Nick, and he'll be somewhere loud as hell. And I'll have to repeat myself 3 times, and finally, by the third time, like, you know what, fuck this idea. It's not even funny anymore. I'm done with this. This is going on the back burner for sure. This sucks. I hate saying this. Yeah. Let me holler at you later. And then driving down the road, cutting out on phone calls. That's my favorite too. Is guessing, because like you'll be in the middle of a conversation and then it'll cut out. And I'll just be sitting. I'm like, what's he saying? Yeah. And then it'll pick up and I'll try to put it together.
Like I'll call someone while I'm in the driveway about to pull out, and then once you lose Wi-Fi, it's like 4 minutes.
Yeah, dude, it's just dead silence. I'll just stay on the phone. I'll just hit the speaker button and set it down.
I'll wait for him to come back.
Yeah, he'll be back. I ain't doing nothing.
He's probably talking the whole 4 minutes.
Yeah. Then I'll just
we can do this. I swear I'm coming out of it.
As soon as he comes back, I'll just be like, yeah, man, that's cool.
Great.
That's cool. And I'll just keep on going.
That's good.
I have
That's
no
good.
idea what he's talking about. That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm coming to burn your house down. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, this is the first episode in the June, which is my birthday month, but it's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Nice,
Hey,
dude.
man. It's a good day.
What do y'all do every day or try to do every day to help improve your mental health? We're not young bucks no more, so you got to we know how important mental health is and a routine. So what's something y'all like to something little y'all like to try to do?
I mean, I like to read a chapter in a book.
Okay.
Or there's music that I listen to too.
Right.
For sure.
That
But, yeah.
432 hertz gets you centered down.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Man, just praying whenever I need help with a mental situation coming across. Stuff.
That always seems to work pretty good
stuff.
for you.
Any anxieties or anxious thoughts come across, just go to prayer about it, and I mean it's gone in like 30 seconds.
It's good, man.
I'm back, baby.
He's back, baby.
I'm back, baby. But also just treating people like over the top, serving Melissa. Like I know that's good for us in the long run.
For sure.
If I'm feeling down, I just suck it up and do what needs to be done because I know that's gonna benefit us in the long run.
I'll tell you something that I've been working on that's out of the norm for me is about the last month or so is I've been trying to do something every day that I would normally say no to. That's productive. Not saying, you know what I mean. But like, I say no.
Math.
I say no a lot to like everything. You want to go do this. You want no.
Yeah.
No. So I've tried to every day one thing that I normally wouldn't do, make myself do. So, and also I try to think of 3 things that I'm thankful for, even if it's something little, like, a friendship or, thankful for the sunshine today because it's been raining all the time. And that's really helped too, just those little things.
Yeah, somebody said that it's impossible to be anxious and show gratitude at the same time. So
Sure.
if you're anxious and you start showing gratitude,
And you'll forget about that anxious.
You can't have those 2 emotions at the same time.
Well, I think too, because when we're anxious, we're being self-serving and self-centered because we're thinking about us, our problems necessarily.
Yeah,
so
and
whenever
stuff that hadn't even happened yet.
Right. So if you're thinking about being grateful or serving others, like in your case, then you don't have time to worry about what in the hell is going on with you. So really, like you said, in the long run, it's helping everybody because for one, you're getting your mind off of whatever you're worried about, which is usually nothing. And you're also being productive and serving and helping somebody else.
I think that's true, but also I think that you need to focus on yourself too. You don't just need to set your stuff aside and put it off just to help somebody else. I don't know if I'm saying that the best way or not.
Josh is working on saying yes more. I'm working on saying no more.
Right.
Because I have
That's the opposite for you.
Way too far out there and strung myself too thin. Where really I need to be spending time here with myself and with Melissa. And
Yeah.
So you feel like by doing
serving
that,
too much.
Right.
If you serve too much, then
like you water yourself down.
you'll be empty. Yeah.
You can't pour from an empty cup,
Yeah.
as they say.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess I understand that too. You definitely have to focus on yourself. But I guess I think that we don't take enough time to do things that we like. Like this is this is my favorite time of my due time of the week. I look forward to this, us getting together and we've got back in the routine of not zooming as much. You know what I mean? To where we do meet up.
Yeah.
Now this has almost become the routine of us. It would be weird if we didn't meet up now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's been 5 or 6 weeks in a row now to where we've made it a point to where we try not to Zoom. You know, there are things that happen and we can't help it. But you know what I mean? Like, I just think that it's better for us in a whole and our mental health because dudes just don't congregate. You know what I mean? Like, other than y'all, like, I don't hang out with any other of my other friends, like, on, like, a normal basis. Like, we might see each other at holidays and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have any normal basis. I've got another set of dude friends. Like, I've got me and one of the other guys in that group have a birthday. I think mine's the 12th. His is the 15th, I think, birthday-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So every year.
And let's get those birthday selfies coming in for Wes.
Let's send them in.
Send them in.
But we do like a little cookout thing every year, like with that group of friends, for just because me and Mike's are so close together.
Right.
Really, I mean,
That's
we kind of get together for the other people's, but it's an excuse. Like, we don't exchange gifts or anything like that.
It's like y'all's own little personal holiday.
Yeah. All of us have a big time, just getting together because we don't, like you said, we don't do it on nothing like this as far as getting together on any kind of schedule by any means. Having a schedule, I know somebody said to me one time, they were like, it's kind of wild. I mean, like, you have to force yourself to get together to do something. I was like, I don't really feel like we're forcing ourselves to get together to do anything.
I feel like I have to do this now. You do.
Yeah.
Which we talk, like I said, but now it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So this is almost an extension of myself. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that, like, I would feel odd if it wasn't part of my, like, I think about this podcast every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, there's a whole lot of hours of all three of us talking now that's out there that, like, I mean, I'm sure I've said something in the past that I probably think is real dumb these days.
Yeah, I said something last week that I probably thought was really dumb. I'll say something today that's super dumb. But I mean,
that I don't agree with. I guess.
Right.
Maybe not dumb, but maybe I said something
obviously
2 years ago that I thought that it is not aligned with where I'm at today. But I think that's kind of like growth.
That's what I'm saying. We grow in ourselves, and also we grow in our view of comedy, because I have to remember, at the very core of this podcast is comedy. So we embellish stuff, and I think a lot of times I love satire. So a lot of the times the stuff I'm saying is just me trying to get a rise out of whatever, or what, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily a direct reflection of my views at all on things, So, like I said, I try not to get too big into politics, but
I think
that's all there is now, though.
Thinking about satire, there's one thing that Nick said forever ago. Not forever ago. It was what Nick got me for Christmas this past year. It's the Third Reich Day by Day, and he said, "I'm worried that JC said that I'm worried that West is racist," and satirically, I said, I am. And I'm like, and every day I kind of think of that, and I'm like, one day, if this ever does take off.
You never know, dude. One day when this takes off, that might be the popular culture. You might be like, hey, this guy is a sympathizer. He's on our team.
Might be the comment that gets us where we want to be.
It might be. Hey, some of those people are in some pretty high places right now, if you know what I mean. They love the color red.
Since we're talking about the podcast,
yes.
I feel like right now would be a good time to read some of my favorite comments from the last month or two.
Okay, let's hear them.
Yeah.
From what?
Well, this one comes from Facebook.
Okay, so from
From the
right,
Fun
not
by
just
Me
comments.
podcast
Okay,
Facebook
okay.
page. Longtime friend Johnny Longsleeves.
Nice.
The goons and I have been talking. We want to see Nick snort pre-workout.
Oh.
Now, I don't have any pre-workout, but I got some.
I like
W.
how we didn't even do any other comments before this comment that we wanted to do.
Straight
There will be more. I promise.
We hope. It might not be. This might be the end of the show altogether.
I promise. And to help things out here, I'm going to tape my microphone.
Oh, okay.
Why is this?
Wes, maybe help you there?
What are we
Bring
doing?
that around here.
Okay.
I got you.
Why is this
For the
happening?
listeners,
So that I
people
can have
just
my
listening,
okay.
Nick is taping the microphone to his chest with painter's tape. I guess it'd be easy to get off. There's no duct tape would be.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, watch getting it on the grill of the microphone. I think you got it. I think we're good. There's gonna be so much sound. There's a lot of sound going on right now. Rubbing against Nick's shirt. This is Nick's shirt. He has a plate.
I'll try to fix this.
I'm going to commentate this. People listening. He's got a plate, a nice red dinner plate.
Wait,
saucer.
are you? So this is the hydro. Are you sure you want to do this and not the energy?
Oh, where's the energy?
No, you might
It's
as
in
well.
it's in the bag here.
Well, I mean, if this is allowed in the performance-enhancing games,
Yeah, this is going to be a segue to our next spot.
You might want to mix the hydro and the energy.
Yeah, this is the hydro stuff.
Yeah.
This is just.
He
for,
said, "Why would you ever want to snort something that wasn't for energy?" You know what I mean? I'm just taking my medicine.
I was going to say you're just going to have a whole lot. And the only reason I was worried about you doing this is because there's a lot of sodium in things that hydrate you.
Right.
And I feel
It
like
might be a
that was
little
going
rough on
to
the- but it's
really
gonna-
hurt.
It's going to burn anyway. Well, here we go. Here's our Dubby ad for the week.
Tubby!
You get 5% off. I asked him. I've never done anything like
Citrus.
this, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking whatever you like to do. But I was
It's like I
like,
crushed up an orange.
he was talking about this for a minute, and I said, "Hey, man," I was like, being the dad of the group. I know we got a couple dads here, but I was like, "Please don't do a big line." He was like, "It's not going to hurt you." I was like, "Is it not going to hurt you?" He was like, "If it can go in your body, it can go in your nose." And I was like, "Okay, I guess
That's pretty good logic.
he's the expert here. You want to take that off of your chest? This is probably
no,
rubbing
there's a
big
couple
time."
more things.
Oh, okay.
All right. The next comment is T-Rob.
Yeah.
T-Robo650. In a few years, when this video has thousands of comments and 5.7 billion views, people will look back and see that this is the first comment. Good pod, boys.
Nice, T-Rob. Thank you, brother.
T-Rob.
Ready to have you on sometime for a guest spot.
Yeah. Travis Utley, if you guys had to break a Guinness World Record, which would it be? I thought we could do putting on the most pair of socks in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And since Josh has 1 foot, I thought he'd be the perfect candidate.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. So I got some socks here.
Do you know the what's the record for this?
Yeah, what's the record?
Oh, I had that.
I got to stretch my fingers out. I'm going to set my microphone down, guys. I'm about to attempt the Guinness Book of World Records for how many times I can put on socks in 30 seconds. Or how many socks I can put
34 socks.
in 30 seconds?
In 30 seconds, yeah.
Do we
you want
even
me
have
to put them on
34
you,
there?
or do you want to put them
I'll
on
put
yourself?
them on. I'll put them on.
Okay.
Why would I want you to put them on? Can I
I'm about
count?
to-
Okay, so there's one. I'm
Do
gonna
we
use
even
that
have 34 socks?
We've got enough.
Okay.
one. All right, I'm set. I'm turning my microphone off. Okay, so I'm getting them ready. Does anybody got a stopwatch? Dude, these are all apart. We got to.
No, I don't.
All right, let's see how many I can do in 30 seconds, and then we'll see if I'm even close to attempting. All right, so hold on. Let me get ready here.
Nick's still struggling. Nick's still struggling from the D line.
Somebody say win.
I keep forgetting why my throat hurts.
Count me down from 5.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There's 1. 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Riveting.
3,
They're so thin. These are gonna stretch all of your socks out.
4. You're making good time, Josh.
Dude,
5.
Oh, I'm getting a rhythm
You're
now.
doing great.
How much time I got left?
6.
You got so much time left. Oh, God.
Them ankle socks.
8. Yes, Bigfoot. We had a guy. At the Pratt house that lived with us.
Ooh, boys, I'm Tucker. That's a core workout.
Yeah. And,
So how many did I get? 9.
You got 9 in
In
30 seconds.
30
That's pretty
seconds.
daggum good.
Yeah, good for your first try, I guess.
Boy, I got
Yeah.
a rhythm going after a while, but them ones that the tall ones mess me up. If it's all ankle socks, you could zoom.
Next week, same time, same place. Okay.
Yeah, I have to practice.
We had a guy that lived with us in the frat house. He was an older guy, but one of his legs was 2 inches shorter than the other one. So he had a big boot and a little boot.
Yeah.
And I would get fucked up, and I would put his boots on and just walk around the house. I walked all the way to the sorority house one night, and every time I stepped with that big boot, I would just say, "Big boot, big boot."
You say he's like a little kid walking around their dad's boots. You just
Yeah.
walk around the frat house.
Clock, clock, click, clock, click.
All right, so what do y'all think about these enhanced games?
I meant to watch that pod, but I mean, golly. I mean, you remember that, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds saved baseball.
Yeah, dude.
So, I mean, like, imagine that again, only it's okay. And the pictures can also be on juice or whatever they want to be on, I guess.
Do you know what games are going to be? Yeah. Is it like an Olympic situation where it's just for a few weeks or something?
Enhanced games are going to be in Las Vegas May 21st through May 24th of 2026, and the categories are swimming, 50-meter and 100-meter freestyle, 50-meter and 100-meter butterfly, track and field, 100-meter sprint, 100-meter and 110-meter hurdles, and weightlifting, snatch, clean, and jerk. So you can apply to be an athlete, but you have to have you can't just be anybody. I don't think. I think you have to be like a previous Olympian or representing a country, and you have to be under medical testing the whole time, and they keep up with it. And, but if you break a record, a Guinness World Record, they've already got the money that all athletes competing in the enhanced games will be paid, with those who set new enhanced world records eligible for $1 million prizes. We are pleased to confirm that the first athletes to set new world records for the 100-meter sprint and 50-meter freestyle will receive $1 million US.
Dang.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them are currently reaching out to the guy from Icarus, the Russian fella that there's a whole documentary. It's called Icarus.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I've watched. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either, but he's in hiding in the U.S. right now, hiding from the Russians because he pretty much blew the whistle on how the Russians were letting their Olympians juice up.
Yeah.
Like he knew how to get around all the tests and whatnot. And
which is important.
Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of part of the game, truthfully. I mean,
his name is Grigory Rodichkinov.
Yeah. I think, as far as I know, I think he's still in hiding here. Like, we've got him in protective custody or something.
He was the former head of Russia's National Anti-Doping Laboratory, the Anti-Doping Center, which was a state-run doping program in Russia. In November 2015, the Independent Commission of the World Anti-Doping Agency determined that Rodchenkov was at the heart of the positive drug test cover-up. So he had 1,417 urine samples that he had destroyed that were positive tests. So I think he just got caught and then kind of come clean,
No, like
right?
he would, like, the whole thing is that he did everything under what the government told him to do, what the state told him to do. So, like, nobody got him in trouble. He told him, and then he met the guy that did the Icarus documentary.
No.
And reached that guy, I don't remember what his name is, but reached out to him, or he reached out to him, vice versa, whatever it was. And the guy in Icarus did a what Lance Armstrong does, biking,
yeah, whatever that
just
is, yeah.
Bicycling, cycling, whatever.
Like
He
Tour
did.
de France.
He did the first year no juice, and the second year he had Romanov or whatever the dude's name is.
Yes. Romanov. Yeah, that's the old Russian dynasty, the Romanov.
Yeah.
This is Rodchenkov.
Rodchenkov. He had Rodchenkov coach him through juicing for the second time that he did the same race, and it was insane the amount better that he did. But it's the same thing with, what was it, Lance Armstrong too? Like, it was like 1 through 30 something of the top people were all juiced.
Yeah, and so that dude has been in witness protection and in hiding since 2016, since everything come out.
Yeah, I think that's since Icarus. I think that's when Icarus.
It came out in 2017, and it is a Oscar-winning documentary.
Yeah, I mean, it came out in 2017, but when he was doing the races and helping this guy, it would have been, I think, 2014, 2015, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's all around that time. It's following the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russian President Vladimir Putin awarded Rodchenkov the Order of Friendship in 2016 after the doping allegations were widely reported. Putin called Rodinchov a man with a scandalous reputation. So they just put it all off on him.
Yeah, he was a scapegoat pretty much. Yeah.
Typical government kind of things, It's got to be somebody else. It's always the individual, never the.
They asked Putin about him. Putin said, "Oh, you talking about this criminal?"
Yeah, he's an enemy of the state. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, if you help us find him.
Yeah. We'll cut his head off for you.
We'll give you Edward Snowden in return. Man, he's still in Russia, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Who knows, really? I guess, but
as far as I know, yeah. I know I watched him do a podcast. It might have been 2 years ago, and it was via Zoom. And he said he was in Russia.
Yeah, I remember watching that one.
I wonder what the nicest day in Russia looks like.
I'm sure
it seems pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
I was gonna say I've seen videos of Moscow. It looks like a very, very clean and civil city.
It's probably a lot more milder than here as far as like their summer times, because you got to think like, dude, even though we don't think of where we're at as like in the deep south necessarily, if you look at the rest of the world, like I guess what they call it.
Like the equator?
Yeah, our latitudinal line is like with North Africa. You know what I mean? So like, temperature wise, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So they're just a little bit north. I'd say they'd be like on the same plane as like not like
I mean
Russia.
they have harsh winters there.
Yeah, like northern Russia's cold all the time.
Yeah,
but it's close to the damn North Pole.
Yeah, I mean Moscow's going to have harsh, like pretty rough winters too. But you'd probably compare them to New York or Chicago or. I don't think it. I think North Russia would be more Alaskan.
Yeah,
as far as temperature.
Alaska's a ways up there too.
Yeah,
but they have like pretty mild. Like there's parts of Alaska that have like really mild, like wet summers. You know what I mean? It's not like cold all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's parts of Alaska though that are pretty much frozen tundra year round too, though.
I've seen a bunch of reels. It's probably propaganda a little bit, but like reels and like TikToks and stuff of like people talking to people on the streets of Russia about how. Like happy they are to live there and like how like stress-free it is.
Tucker Carlson go over there and like interview Vladimir Putin in Russia, and he was like, "Look how nice everything is."
Yeah.
Is he a state, whatever they call
asset?
Yeah, asset. Did he go over
it
there?
It's nice over there until you say the wrong thing.
But the way I'm saying that though, listen to what I'm saying.
As long as you stay in a straight line, I'm sure it's a great life.
Like all this stuff keeps going on. Like I'm not going to say like obviously like anybody's like anybody in the government is a Russian sympathizer, more or less. But dude, I've heard like years ago that Donald Trump was a Russian plant. Like years ago.
I mean that was during the.
No, not even that. But like back in like the 90s, like the KGB have like I'll have to like find stuff. But like I remember like reading something like.
So you're making some strong allegations.
It's not allegations. I don't know for sure. It's what I heard. Not allegations. I don't know for sure. But I'll have to look at.
It's still considered an allegation.
Well, either way, if we don't want to hit on that too much, I need to look into that. But you never know. Like any of them.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, it came out. It was today or yesterday at the Diddy case.
Mike Myers.
That Mike Myers is a CIA asset.
I was telling Nick that on the way out here, dude.
Wild.
What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think there's any
the first thing that came to my mind when Kanye got on there after Katrina and said George Bush does not like black people.
Yeah,
he kind of cuts his eyes.
That kind of shed some light on why Mike Myers made the face he did. He was like, "That's my boss."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So if people don't know their list, surely you do. Mike Myers is Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Just so you know,
he's an international man of mystery.
Just making sure everybody out there knows Mike Myers is Austin Powers.
Was Austin Powers a true story?
Oh man, do you remember them Asian twins in Goldmember? I think. Woo boy.
Fuck me?
Yeah.
Fuck you?
Yeah. I remember being a kid thinking, "Woo."
Yeah, that's tough right there, buddy. Yeah, that'll set you up for a lifelong fetish.
Yeah. So to clear up what I just said about Trump and the KGB.
Hat shopping over there?
Snopes says in February 2025.
Can't trust Snopes. Don't trust Snopes.
Well, either way, I'm just going to read this off just what it says. So Alner Masayov, a former Soviet and Kazakh security official, claimed in a Facebook post that U.S. President Donald Trump was recruited in 1987 by the KGB, the intelligence agency of the Soviet Union, and assigned the name Krasnov. His post didn't state whether he personally recruited Trump or simply knew about the recruitment, nor did it state whether Trump actively participated in espionage or was just a political asset.
Who was that guy? Who's this?
He was a
said this?
KGB officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much different.
This
I mean,
is Cold War time too, so who knows?
true. I mean,
But that's just where I heard it. I knew I heard it somewhere, but whatever.
I mean, it's well documented that Osama bin Laden was a CIA.
Oh, for sure, him too.
CIA
yeah.
asset. Like that's not even anything that you can refute. Like it's documented
I
that
just
he
thought
was
it
an
was
asset.
interesting that all this shit's still going on in Russia. And, Putin still keeps doing airstrikes and shit, and he's he's just crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, he is, man. What are we gonna do? Do we just are we eventually just gonna be hey, we don't care, and just quit fucking talking about it, or are we just actually hey, man, y'all need to stop it?
We've
stop it?
basically stopped talking about it because the U.S. is so tied in with Israel for whatever reason.
Yeah, dude.
So all they do is talk about Israel and Palestine nowadays. That's the
that
the
dude
new
that
hot
made the
topic.
Roundup flamethrower at that place yesterday or whatever.
Yeah.
He put some gasoline in a Roundup jug and held a lighter, I guess, and said, I got a flamethrower. I don't know how that was going to work out for him. I saw the picture of him. He had fucking bandages all over the side of his head.
Yeah.
I guess it was a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Just threw it in the wrong way.
I don't know. I was gonna say you see him on that. There's a video of him running around
He
with
had
a
Molotov
jug.
cocktails.
He's got a jug of clear liquid.
Yeah.
And he's just rah.
Obviously.
I never heard
mental
him
illness.
say anything.
He was drunk or something. This
Where
dude,
was he at?
It's
Colorado?
Boulder, Colorado. Yeah, it seems like a lot of shit goes down in Colorado.
Some mountain people up there.
Why does all this shit happen in Colorado?
There's mountain people up there, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but damn, you think of Columbine, Aurora, the movie theater, and then this instant here. I don't know. It's just pretty weird that
Columbine, both of them are Jews. Also, Aurora, both was a Jew.
Louise.
like the West has his own narrative. He's pushing. Yikes! What were we talking about a little bit ago? And he was like, "I was just kidding."
I was talking
I
about the
don't
Boulder
know.
guy that injured a Jew, and I was like, man, it's all right.
Anyway.
So, Josh, what's your little notebook
About
hold
this
over
zebra
there?
getting loose down there by you. Hey, why didn't you bring this zebra up for us this afternoon?
Because it's been every community I'm in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, but we
there's-
don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing. I just seen it on the news.
I mean, there's a zebra loose that's a pet.
A pet zebra.
A pet zebra
'Cause
that's
apparently
just
in Tennessee,
loose.
they don't give a shit what you have as long
Nah.
as you just take care of it.
They say relax.
What if somebody's like, I tell you what, you want to get that zebra caught? I've got a couple cheetahs. We'll just let them loose.
Yeah.
Zebra
We'll
probably
let 'em
taken
chase
care
it down.
of.
I don't think it's really done anything.
No,
Other than
they can't
just
catch it.
being other than a deer, same thing.
A
but
zebra's a horse, right? Pretty much.
basically, yeah. I was gonna say zebras often breed with horses.
I could see that.
They
Or a
can.
mule. Like a mule.
yeah.
I forgot what it's called. It's like Hebra or a Zorse or something like that. But yeah, they're sterile, so they can't.
Yeah.
That animal can't breed.
Well, it's the same with horses and donkeys. They make
Yeah.
mules.
Mules
and they're,
can't breed.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It
But
takes both of them to make the
Yeah.
one.
And
But the
like
horse-
ligers, a lion and a tiger, liger, that's a real animal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they can't breed.
Yeah.
I don't think, at least. I'm not.
No, they
I'm not
can't.
100% sure on that one. I know the mule thing, and I know the zebra horse.
What do you think
I
the
took-
craziest animals put
I
together
took-
would be?
A half a semester of biology.
A half.
Yeah.
Do crocodiles and alligators ever breed?
I don't know if they can.
I don't know.
Never asked
They
that
both
question.
lay eggs, don't they? Don't they lay eggs?
I know that
Yeah.
crocodiles look way more menacing than an alligator does.
Alligators are quite a bit smaller.
Yeah, dude, like a crocodile, they stand up, they can get off the ground a little bit,
Yeah.
and walk. But
I
like
like
an alligator
that.
kind of scurries a little bit.
Like
They're
a
fast.
12-foot
Both of them
alligator.
fast, right?
Yeah.
I think 12-foot alligator is about the biggest you're gonna get, but a saltwater
20 foot.
crocodile, 24.
Like Lake Placid, that was a crocodile, right? Remember that movie
Yeah,
Lake Placid?
maybe,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
I will say, I think they can get
I watched-
big. I think they're kind of like.
mega kind of deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think especially saltwater crocs, it's kind of like the same thing.
hell, we got a computer right here. How big does a crocodile get?
Well, I mean, it's like the same thing with like catfish in Barron River. Like you go to the very bottom where they're just chilling, they're huge.
Oh, yeah,
down
down
They
there.
there.
get as big as their environment allows.
Yeah,
them to.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to
17
say.
feet. is not an abnormally sized crocodile. They can grow up to 40 feet.
I was gonna say, I think it was 30 plus. Is what I
40
was
feet,
thinking.
dude. In the Nile, they can grow up to 40 feet.
40 feet.
40 feet.
Can you imagine?
That's a rarity, but it can happen.
What
But they
else?
say 20 feet's normal, dude, just to run up on a 17-foot, 20-foot crocodile.
Crocodile.
Give me the juice on an alligator. What's that?
Alligator. Let's see real quick. How big does an alligator?
And I got one more. I want to know how big an anaconda gets.
Alligators get around 9.8 to 11.1 feet, and
Okay.
a big alligator is anything over 14 feet.
Okay.
So nowhere near as big.
So crocs are
Now, what
ginormous.
was the other question you had?
Yeah, 40 foot. 30 was going to be my guess, to be honest. I
Big
can't.
Steve Irwin guy when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I mean, I just think
Who
alligators.
wasn't?
Everybody likes alligators. They're pretty cool. Or crocodiles.
I was gonna say both of them. I was gonna say they're kind of interchangeable to me until now. Now that I know that crocs can get so much
Right, crocodiles are like, that's what I'm saying. They look pretty scary. So what was your next question?
anaconda. I want to know how big an anaconda actually can get.
I was scrolling
Y'all
through.
brought up what's that other movie? The
29 feet. Anacondas can grow to be quite large, with the green anaconda being the largest species. They can reach lengths of over 29 feet and weigh more than 550 pounds. Female anacondas tend to be larger than males, with some females reported to exceed 29 feet in length. The largest recorded anaconda was 8.45 meters long and weighed 227 kilograms.
What the hell's
So
a
28 feet and about 550 pounds.
oh, okay.
Yeah. They just broke it down differently.
The hell's a
Break it
meter?
down.
Yeah.
Now I want to know. Now I want to see a 40-foot croc fight an anaconda that's 30 feet.
What do y'all think wins between crocodile and anaconda?
Man, probably
I've
the
seen-
anaconda.
I've seen anacondas swallow them suckers. They
A
rip
40-foot
some of
one?
them- No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
But I've seen them take down like a 5 or 6 footer. Now
So who y'all
I've seen
got?
them bust out the sides of snakes too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm just
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of
dude.
like the whole alligator crocodile thing is to do the spin, but they've got to get them.
The death roll.
Yeah,
They have to
they
get them out there. But you think about a 40-foot long anaconda, they're going to wrap around that crocodile.
and just
when it death rolls, I mean he's getting the wrap on him.
I think
Yeah.
it comes
Same
down
time.
to who can breathe longer underwater.
That's probably true.
That's probably what it comes down to.
Or who can crush who first.
That's true too.
I was gonna say the anaconda. If it gets that wrap, it's done. So
But if that head gets in that crocodile mouth, it's ball game.
yeah,
Yeah, it's over with. So here's what Google says. Classification.
is this part of the enhanced games?
Anacondas are snakes, while crocodiles are reptiles.
No shit.
Closely related to lizards. Though. They're both reptiles.
Yeah,
Alligator's not a reptile, I don't think. Is it? Is it?
yeah, I think
Alligator?
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
it's a
lizard.
dinosaur.
So saltwater crocodiles are generally longer and heavier than most anacondas. Anacondas can grow between 7. We know that. Saltwater crocodiles can exceed 2,000 pounds.
Woo!
Damn.
So strength and attack. Anacondas are powerful constrictors, but crocodiles possess greater bite force, armored defense, and it makes them a more formidable predator.
Well, I mean, you think about it too. You talk about them constricting.
They
You know,
freeze
even
in armor.
well, I mean, like even like a human can just like hold a crocodile
Oh, their
or
mouth, yeah.
like closed.
Duct tape holds their mouth.
Yeah, I was
shut,
gonna say, but I mean, you put an anaconda down there that's constricting on the
It's true, wrapping
mouth,
around it.
and like it'll never open.
I think it'd be a hell of a fight. I wouldn't want to be around it. I want to
And
be
yeah,
at
I
least
mean-
200 feet away.
And even then, like you're talking about. I mean, an anaconda doesn't have this amount of thought in them, probably.
They're
I'm
not
thinking.
vindictive creatures, I don't think.
But like you imagine if that anaconda got like its tail end around the mouth to where it couldn't open up, and then it just held it underwater, it just drowned it.
Oh, yeah.
Look up. There was a show 2004 called Animal Face Off,
Yeah.
and they would do CGI renderings
What do you
of
think,
what
Larry?
would happen if two animals fought.
Yeah, Animal Face Off. You mean look on YouTube? Are you pulling videos up, or what are we doing?
I mean, I would love to look at a video and maybe put one up on here, but they might have a crocodile versus anaconda. in
It's
there.
called what now? Animal
Face Off.
And which one? Anaconda, you think?
Yeah, versus alligator.
They have Anaconda versus Jaguar.
We'll watch it.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
Same.
Yeah, we're gonna play this video.
I've seen jaguars haul off some pretty big alligators.
We'll play this video. Give me a time, please.
It is at hold on. We are at 35 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this up where they can hear it.
Put your mic up to it.
Has a weapon that could make all the difference when these rivals meet. Razor-sharp claws. Could the jaguar strike fast enough and hard enough to score a hit on the snake? But there's some good news for the snake too. Like all big cats, the jaguar is low on stamina. If the face-off with the anaconda goes for more than one round,
They're pretty good little renderings, dude. I loved this show when I was a freshman in high school or in 8th grade. Yeah, sick. That's something for everybody. Got some heavy metal for
The
Wes.
anaconda is destroying the jaguar.
He's receding back into the water.
Music is something. Oh, the jaguar is pulling the anaconda onto land.
I don't think
Music is something.
I was gonna say, I really don't think.
60 seconds. So anyway, I think I might have to watch one of those videos like, don't pirate this movie. You know what I mean? Remember those? It's
Yeah.
like a hacker in his bedroom.
He wouldn't steal a car.
Right. Yeah.
They said that made movie piracy actually skyrocket
Yeah,
because
sure.
people didn't
Believe
realize
shit.
that you could do it, and they were like, "How do you do this?" And it's like it was the same couple of years that LimeWire came out, and
Yeah.
they said that 80% of household computers had LimeWire.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
for
I'm
sure.
sure. Yeah.
And a lot of it was because of those piracy ads. People were like, "Fuck,
There were
we
three.
can illegally download this?"
I'm going
How?
to see how good y'all's millennial memory is. So, real quick, the anaconda's back messing the jaguar
Now
up pretty bad.
they got the skin rendered off of these and it's just showing the muscle structure.
It's almost over to get
Freaking
tired.
sexy.
But there were 3 piracy streamers. It was Napster, LimeWire, and there was one more. Do y'all remember it?
Pirate Bay.
No. It's a big one. It's not
Bear Share?
I never heard
Brazzers?
of those two. No, it's different.
Bear Share?
Kazaa.
Oh yeah, I had Kazaa. Yeah.
That was the other big one. Because I was trying to remember it the other day, and it had like that little swirl. It looked like those eyes you always send me when I say something off the wall.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. It's so bad. He knows it does too.
Those eyes like it.
I know the swirly eyes. I just
I don't see anybody else ever use that emoji.
Oh God, it uses it on me. It's totally disarms me.
Okay, I mean, I had like all of those whenever I was a kid, though, because sometimes what you were looking for was not on BearShare or it wasn't on LimeWire.
Bear Share sounds like a piracy porn
Yeah.
site.
No, it was the same.
Yeah.
Remember Dancing Bear?
The porn category?
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It would
One
be like,
dude,
dude.
it's like one male stripper
Like a
at
bachelorette party.
party.
Yeah. And he
And all
had like
the-
on a bear, like a mascot hat, and he would show up in like clothes, and he would strip down.
What were y'all watching?
You
It
know,
was just a
they
show
didn't
up.
always have a mask on. Sometimes it was just a stripper.
The ones I watched, they had a mask on.
And then
The
the
bear.
ladies were touching this man
Yeah, it was like a bunch of
Inappropriately.
chicks. Yeah,
inappropriately.
yeah.
Okay.
And if you've got a problem with porn, reach out to Josh.
Don't reach out to me. Please
He's
don't.
an expert on helping addicts.
I could help you, but not with that. But I guess I could. Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
he
same.
could.
Sure, I'll give you a hug.
And
Golly.
guys, why don't y'all send Josh a DM with your favorite porn category?
No, do not. I want to see that. Please do not. Send that to Nick's cell phone, 270s.
What's your last? Take a screenshot of your search history on Pornhub.
Put it,
Send it
email
to
it to
Josh.
Find By Me, 864.
Yeah, there we go.
864 at gmail.com.
Find by me, 864 at
Because if you send it to my
Gmail.
email, it's never going to get checked anyway.
gmail.com.
I have like 23,000 emails.
I check it. I've started checking it.
Have you started?
Yeah.
Or Find By Me
We
one?
having like
Yeah.
good?
I don't check that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Invoices, a bunch of money we spend. So y'all can listen to us talk every week.
It's a lot of invoices. A lot.
It's pretty much invoices. Last time I looked, it was like, yeah, your invoice today, Podcorn support, support.
I've started throwing in now that we've got sponsors. I've been like more wild about
Exciting. It's
sending out
exciting
sponsor
yeah.
stuff.
now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just
Juices.
It used to just be bills.
His marketing juices are flowing.
Yeah.
Juices.
I was gonna
Juices.
say now that we get good emails, I'm okay with checking it. But like before, like you said, it was just all here's this that we're fucking. Well, what is it? What we used to say, we're getting penny pinched or we're getting nickel and dimed every week. Yeah.
They're clipping her coins over here.
We know one of our Fine By Me bros here is a huge fan of a young actress by the name of Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna start a.
My gang.
Should we start a GoFundMe?
If anybody knows how to get their hands on some of that Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap, that's is it Squatch that put it
Yeah,
out?
Dr.
Squatch.
I looked some up, and the cheapest I could find was I won't say the price because I don't want y'all charging this much if you find some, but it was a lot of money. But yes, we are looking for some Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap.
What was it just from Squatch?
It wasn't available. It was like not.
Oh.
There's only 5,000 bars made total. So,
Oh, I thought it was the six whatever
Look it
price.
up on eBay? Is it on eBay now?
no.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Oh,
eBay
I'm
now.
sure it's on eBay now.
So everybody's bought it up, and now
Now
The
they're
gougers.
they're gouging
It
that.
says a picture of Sydney in a bathtub, lathered in soap and holding a bar in her hand, broke the internet. That's how Sydney's bathwater bliss became the talk of the town. In collaboration with Sydney Sweeney, we created a limited edition soap infused with her actual bathwater. Read the social media caption from
Good
Dr.
God.
Squatch. It's her in the bathtub. If anybody remembers the movie Wolf of Wall Street with Margot Robbie in the bathtub, kind of something similar to that.
you want to throw this in, dude? What's the time mark?
Yeah, right
You
the
can
same,
just
42.
look it up. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
And if you watch, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, if
You
you're
know.
in the know at all, you know
about.
about
We
this.
have the
Sure.
same 43 dudes. Y'all know what we're talking about. And yeah, so it started out at $8 per bar, but it's sold out.
No shit, it was
Yeah,
only $8.
$8.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anybody knows, they're going to do another limited run. It looks like. But yeah, it says who's the
Thanks. You're
target
gonna have to take
audience
another
for
bath.
this? Men in loving relationships or incel hypocrites who complain about women all day. Either way, she's going to make a lot of money off of this. I knew she catered to the male gaze, but I gave her the benefit of doubt
Oh,
considered
gaze.
the industry
Gaze.
she's in. However, now she's just like any other OnlyFans girl who takes money from basement dwellers. She's just for sale. That was from External Park 9811. I wonder what she looks like.
What a
Yeah.
ball of joy!
Can we guess?
What a
she
ball
looks
of
like?
joy! I bet she's wonderful to hang out with.
I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the OnlyFans sluts or whatever, but
Right,
like,
but whatever.
but like for real, like I mean, Sydney's an actor and she doesn't do porn
No,
or
every
anything
dude-
like that.
every
Like,
She's a
dude
pretty decent
celebrity.
actor. The shit I've watched her, she's pretty good.
yeah,
Every
yeah,
dude celebrity that does an Old Spice or Dr.
Yeah,
Squatch deal
same
has their
thing.
shirt off. And
yeah.
she's mostly covered up. You can't even see her cleavage in that picture.
She's very
like it's just
tasteful with how she does it.
collarbones.
Yeah.
She's not gross about it, you know.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I mean, like I know she's done nude scenes or whatever, but that's. I mean, like a lot of
girl.
actresses have.
I
So
think
I think it's different than an OnlyFans models. I guess what I'm.
I think it's just some
Stabbing at.
chick that labels herself a feminist that just wants to tell other women how they should act.
Barely
Yeah.
on this
That's what I
dog.
that's not feminism to me.
No.
That's not pushing forward, you know, your movement. That's just trying to again tell people what to do.
Yeah, I mean most
You
feminists.
better not ever try to
I
tell me
don't,
what to
dude.
do.
Oh, I have a real good sidebar for this. I guess it's funny that the feminists these days are or I guess liberal feminists are the ones that are really pushing for like the trans rights or whatever, and it's kind of funny to me that trans, I don't know how you call them, trans women, like men that are going to female, they're like stealing all these jobs from female actresses.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that men are still stealing, like taking jobs from women, and the feminists are the ones that are pushing it. Like, what?
Nick Mullen has a joke that
Sorry,
says
Landon.
that he was watching the Winter Olympics with his girlfriend, and that one of the cross country skiers from like Norway across a 4-hour cross country trek, he got like the bronze medal, but during the time he was doing it, his penis froze off. So he's like, so you just give that guy the gold female cross country medal. Pretty funny. It's hilarious. Pretty good.
I guess you don't think to put a sock on it before you leave.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I
For a
could
big-
put 9 on in 30 seconds.
Cross country skiing trip.
I'll say it was just this past.
9. 30 seconds.
It was just this past weekend. There was a big track meet somewhere in California, funny enough. And the person that won was a trans woman. And even in California, whenever they announced her for the #1 spot, like, everyone booed.
Yes.
Like, I think we're finally getting to the point where, like, do whatever you want. I honestly don't really care. But, like, in sports, like, I think there needs to be a separation there. Like,
Yeah, for sure. There needs to be, because otherwise there will be no competition.
yeah, no, just the dudes that are not that great
Right.
facing other
Yeah.
dudes could just go dominate women.
Right.
It's just
and we mean that with the most due respect.
yeah.
It's just
There's just
natural.
there's just a difference in bone density, muscle mass, etc.
ESPN is really pushing this WNBA season start. It's
Yeah.
all over. They have got WNBA highlights ahead of, like, Major League Baseball highlights. There's 30 minutes of WNBA highlights and 5 minutes of baseball.
I heard that.
I think the next Caitlin Clark is currently hurt.
Yes, she is.
And she had her next game coming up is like June 10th or
Yeah.
something, and it's at Chicago Sky,
Mhm.
and the tickets were $80,
Right.
which is still pretty.
That's crazy, dude.
That's still pretty crazy cheap for a major league game or a national whatever game. But now the tickets that she's hurt are $25.
Damn, dude. That's just how it is.
Thank you, darling.
Golly.
my-
But yeah,
Beat off or something?
That's my butler.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to get this dubby out my nose.
I bet, dude. Golly.
yeah, I just thought
You had the craziest look in your eye.
I felt pretty wild because I chugged a dubby while at the beginning of the podcast.
Your
and
left
snorted.
nostril is red as the devil's dick.
He can't see it far.
Yeah.
Don't believe
I
him,
can
ladies
see
and
it.
gentlemen.
I can see it.
But
I'm
yeah,
on the
no,
side.
I thought that was wild that the ticket prices just almost immediately stopped or dropped whenever
Stop!
they announced that she
Drop!
was going to be out. I think she's out
Getting the bomb and open up
4
shop.
to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks.
Roll.
Yeah. They had to get
Roll.
other players hurt, and they had to get like a hardship roster extension to get other players to come up. They didn't have enough players to even put a team together.
Fever.
Yeah, the Fever.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
The Fever lost the last game versus the Sky by 1 point, but I actually watched it. That's the only WNBA game I've ever watched. The whole
What'd you do, burp?
Bad. No, out of my ass.
What'd you do, burp out of your ass?
Yeah, woo. Golly.
That's
All right, so it being Mental Health Month, we're kind of getting close to the
men's
almost
mental health month.
Men's Mental Health Month. What is a song that you can listen to that always puts you, one song that always puts you in a good mood that you can vibe to, you know?
Well, let me think about it for a second.
Well, then I'll do mine first while y'all are thinking. I'm going to play mine real quick. I'm just going to do it on my phone. That way we ain't going to worry about ads. So, y'all know this song. So,
Shake your money maker like somebody.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
got it. If you want to come get it, then
Let's do the body like, hey, hey, hey.
How can you not hear that song and not want to move around? You
that's
know?
not where I thought this was going.
That's mine. It's just a fun song, you know, just a groove too. Nothing. I didn't go real sappy or nothing. Just fun, you know.
I'm sure there's This is just the first one that came to my mind. It's probably because this band. I'll be honest. I kind of keep the radio on in my car. So,
Yep.
And today I've gotten in my car 3 different times, and this band has been playing on the radio, like
Yeah.
not off of mine. But I'm going to say, "Give Me 2 Steps" by Leonard Skinner.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Give me 3 steps.
Give me
Well,
3 steps.
Yeah,
sorry,
if you don't
sorry.
mind.
Yeah.
And we was just talking about the brown jug. Ain't this one the one with the brown
Yeah.
jug? Hell yeah. Bring it back around, baby.
Yeah. Give me 3 steps. Sorry.
It's a good one.
Woo! Ow! Get it, Josh. Shake what your mama gave you and what the doctor took away.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good one.
All right, I got mine here. Man, anytime I'm feeling down, any of this artist's songs will bring me up. Just get you in a good old dancing mood, no
you
matter
gonna play
where
it?
you
You
are.
want me to
Yeah, I
play-
got her pulled up
Oh, let's
here,
hear it.
Josh. This is Huey Lewis and the
I
News,
knew
The
it.
Power of Love.
I always think of the movie American Psycho, and I think of Huey Lewis. Biggest dick in show business.
Ooh, did you hear that? Tell me what that don't do for you there,
A little
Josh.
snare, a little hi-hat.
This reminds me of the movie
childhood?
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Anything off of the Ghostbusters soundtrack,
Yeah.
I've got that album. That is a killer.
I'm sorry.
Good.
YouTube will cut us off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's too many. I kept it under 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Try to. then maybe we can skirt underneath there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, funny enough, the other week whenever I played that freaking thing with Nick's kids with the pirate music,
Oh, yeah.
it muted that, and it was like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Can't have nothing, dude. You can't even have any fun.
Disney. It's Disney for you.
I was gonna say that was a Disney track, so they were probably a little bit more on top of that than normal.
They've got Indians in Bangladesh that are just watching
I'll do it.
every video that comes.
Oh, yeah, they just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an assembly line.
yeah.
Yeah. No, no,
Do y'all have another one queued up for like an honorable mention?
I have another one queued up. Yeah, I have another honorable mention for that for sure. Let me play it real quick for you. I guess Wes has another one on his mind. I can always do
You got
another
another
one.
one on your
Real-
I do.
Let's hear it.
Dr. Hook covered the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
I don't believe it. Don't touch me. Hey, Ray,
This is Dr. Hook.
tell them who we are. Well, we're big rock singers. We got
Ooh,
golden fingers.
fingers.
And we love.
I got to
There
shut
we
it
go.
off for 10 seconds. That's a good
Look
one.
that one up, guys. Yeah, Dr. Hook is somebody that I feel like a lot of people don't know.
You got an honorable mention?
Pops is favorite, one of his
Over the road. That's for you, Barry.
Barry Pops is one of his favorite bands. He's seen him a couple times whenever he was younger, and that's probably the only reason I like or know who Dr. Hook even
Well,
is.
that reminds me of our next comment we're going to read out loud.
Oh boy.
Enjoyed the show. Good to have Josh back. Wes, in the weird and scary stuff must be from Mom. I like Nick's vest. I hope y'all get 1,000 followers.
Appreciate that.
Love Pops.
Seems like he's the only one
Yeah.
that wishes we get 1,000.
Here's one that'll do it for me every time, boys.
Let's hear it.
Robin Hood and Little John walking
Oh,
through
yeah.
the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say.
That's a Disney song as
Who
well.
is that?
Roger Miller, I believe, and he had a bunch of good songs.
Because that's the one for the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the Robin Hood
And
cartoon
then,
with the fox. He was a fox
yeah,
in that one. right?
Robin Hood was a fox.
Yeah.
And then the narrator was like a rooster, and he had a little ukulele.
And Little John
Yeah.
was a big bear.
Big
right?
Bear.
Big bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
I love that.
Here's my honorable mention right here. For the Jim Croce operator.
Operator.
YouTube's going to hate it.
YouTube is gonna throw the book at us this week.
Anyway, that's enough of the copyright.
Man, I see at
Today.
these music festivals and stuff I go to, I see dads in their 50s that look exactly like Josh just looked right there. Just kind of squint.
Man, I love it, dude. I'm already there. I'm already
Yeah.
there in my heart and in my head.
Yeah. They out there just sweating.
Yeah, dude.
Just
I'll be
swinging their hips.
I will be an experienced 58-year-old man for sure.
How would
Oh,
you,
yeah.
How would you like to go to a hippie music festival with me sometime?
Is there a bunch of hippies there?
Yeah,
I don't know. That might be where I draw the line. Might be where I draw the line.
Are there a bunch of hippies at the hippie music festival?
Probably not going to be there.
How many times can I hear "message in a bottle"?
Yeah. How many times are they playing Steely Dan? If they're playing that, I might
Yeah,
go.
stuff like that. You
Hell
might
yeah.
have to. You might
I
have to
might.
jump into a drum
I
circle
might
or two.
find my people there. You never know,
You
dude.
might find yourself. You might come out this thing on the other side looking a little bit more like me.
I don't want that. I'm not going.
I was gonna say it was just a year ago. You had longer hair than
That is true, dude.
To
That is
Nikki,
true.
so-
I went a little more clean cut.
I went to Bonnaroo with long hair last year.
The other-
Here we go again.
We had a meeting the night on Zoom, and the kids popped on for a second and saw Nick, and they saw
Tonight.
us. The other night.
Oh,
is what
the
I
other
said.
night,
I
yeah, it was a couple
mumbled. The
nights
other
ago.
night.
Yeah.
And my daughter saw Nick's dangly earrings, and she goes, "Dad, didn't you used to have an earring?" And I was like, "No, I've never had an earring." So now she thinks that I've somewhere in her head she's putting there that I used to have my ears pierced, and never once have I had my ears pierced.
Never
That's
have I
funny.
ever.
Maybe it's just hanging out with you, just rubbing off on me. Maybe I seem like the kind of guy that would be kind of badass and get my ears pierced.
His kids are hard to. They're hard to tell what's going on in there, but supposedly they like me. You know.
They like me. They're hard to. There's not a lot of emotion. They're just like they don't get excited over nothing. Like, that's cool. That's tight, dude. The other day,
Hard to
Christy got
see.
mad at me. She goes, "You know what's one thing I don't like about you?" And I said, "Here we go." I
Just
said,
one?
I just got up. I said, "What is it?" She goes, "You just never get excited about nothing." And I was like, "Well, what's there supposed to be to get excited about?" I was like, "Well, fuck, I just woke up.
You got coffee ready
I
yet?
don't smell coffee."
Maybe give me something to be excited for.
She's like, "You know what I don't like about you?" Like, yeah, I do actually. A lot of things.
Is it my attitude?
Yeah, 100% my attitude. Because right now, my attitude right now. Shoot.
So funny.
Keep looking at that computer screen when I look at. I think there's a picture of an earthworm.
Have you ever had a pet snake?
No.
I've had a pet tarantula,
Right.
and I let it in my mouth for a vine one time.
And
Yeah,
then
so
you
this
let
is
it,
recent
and then
then.
you let it go.
I did let it go
Into the
Yeah.
woods.
No, under the house I was renting.
Okay. There was like some
Yeah.
guinea pigs or something you had that you let.
Is
in
it the one
woods.
out on the south side of town?
I think he let guinea pigs loose.
Is that the
no,
one-
it's
No, there's a whole
Oh.
episode of you talking about animals that you just let go.
No, he's catching
And,
Nick's the guy that goes to the pet store and buys exotic animals and sets them free and thinks he's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, they die 20 minutes
he
later.
keeps them for
Or they
three.
just take over the habitat.
Keeps them 3 or 4 days, and he's like, "All right."
I want to think I lost a rat, like a white lab rat.
I think it was. I think that what I'm thinking of is the rat and the tarantula situation.
Yeah.
Because I made it a big deal in an episode at some point.
But I did have a sick lab rat for like 2 weeks, and then I just don't know. I can't remember what happened to it.
You kept it in
But-
your pocket, didn't you?
I took it to the drive-in one time.
Yep,
In my
yep.
front pocket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a date with Hannah Griffin.
Hannah Griffin. I like that last name.
Is that Eddie's daughter?
No.
Hannah, what you doing these days?
Hannah West. Let me introduce you. And, with Father's Day coming up next week, I think it's very appropriate that maybe we get serious about this West dating show, so that maybe next Father's,
yeah.
maybe
Didn't
next
you go on
Father's
a date the
Day,
other day? Yeah, we totally
Oh,
screwed
yeah.
over his
maybe
date the
next
other night.
Father's Day, Wes will be a father.
Nah.
Wolf.
Yeah, we did skirt over your date. The
How
other
was
night.
it?
It was good.
Good, man.
It was good. It was. I don't know how to explain this. It was kind of like.
Nude?
She was really cute. There was. I mean, but she was. It was kind of like hanging out with a dude.
Ugh. Well,
It was like it,
what do you,
like.
hold
It's
on,
the
what
only
do you-
people he hangs out with.
What do you mean? Hanging out
She's
with a
just
dude.
too cool.
No,
Hold
it
on.
was. She was. It wasn't like
Go
she,
back to my house.
she
She
wa-
was a fucking dude, dude.
Dick bigger than
The
mine.
coolest chick I
No,
ever hung
no,
out
no,
with.
no, no. That's not what I'm saying. I am. This is gonna sound really wild. I'm kind of used to a gal just
With
kind
some
of
manners?
just
With a
kind of
vagina?
going along with what I say,
Yeah.
and she pushed back on like everything I
You
said.
need to stick with that word. That's good. Yeah.
The one that
It was like
challenges
being
you.
with Josh for 3 or 4 hours, and he was fucking bitching at me
I told
about every belief that I had.
I like to argue.
Yeah, this gal does too, for sure.
Let's get a little pushback. and
Burn
said,
a house down
I'm out.
together.
Yeah, I need
I
the
got a
submissive
buddy.
back.
Yeah, I got a buddy just like you, and he sucks.
I hate his
I see
fucking
him
gut.
once a week. I can't deal with your ass every day and go and see him on TV. I got a pig, and I already know him. I'm not getting to know you.
No, it was good. Funny enough, I hadn't had a margarita or tequila in, I don't know, like a year probably, and I don't really eat sugar or like candy or anything. And man, I had 2 of those, and I felt like absolute garbage after 2 margaritas, and like it kind of ruined my
His little
night.
tum tum ruined his date.
This is how he'd be talking about me liking to argue, and he will send him a message. I'll be on one, and finally he'll just be like, okay. He'll just say, okay, Josh, and he'll make sure to tag my name so I see it. Him just saying, okay,
It's
Josh.
italicized. And
You're right. And I'm just like, just argue with me. I just want to argue. Yeah.
I like sending Josh I like sending Josh like a.
He baits me at bedtime, dude. He baits me at bedtime. We'll be laying in bed, and you can even ask Chris this. I'll be trying to read my book or something, trying to chill out. And he'll send me a message about like denying something that he knows is going to just rile me up.
I love sending Josh Holocaust denial
Dude.
memes.
So fucking mad sometimes.
Josh,
Mad, but
Josh loves Israel and hates
I did
Palestine.
not say that at all.
Josh is.
he's picked his side.
He's
Let's
the
just
biggest
say that.
Netanyahu supporter
not
that I
true at
know,
all. It's not
and
true.
he's got so many like what's the thing? What's the David Star?
The Star of David.
Star of David. It's
Yeah.
not even in the Bible. It doesn't even
So
exist.
if I see one Star of David,
Star of David's
what
not
the
even a
West
real
says.
thing. The Jews kind of made that up, but
we have to get on all this right now. This episode's already getting taken down. For
Have you
hate
seen
speech.
his yarmulke collection?
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
He's got some.
Got a menorah.
Yeah.
He's got some with the reverse
And his prayer
swastika.
shrouds.
The
He
one.
knows I'm a student of history, so he makes sure that he's smart about it. The shit he picks is like
You're a
just
student
enough-
of dumb shittery.
that too, man.
Josh has turned me into a Nazi because I searched this stuff out just to make fun of him, just to
opposite
poke at him.
of
Kind of
whatever.
starting to make sense.
Some of this stuff's got. I mean, he's got to make a point.
Have you seen this stuff I've been saying?
This guy. Have you heard what he's saying?
Oh
I might
man,
bring you back a tie-dye yarmulke from Bonnaroo.
What's
I know
he
there's
on
one
about?
out there.
who Netanyahu?
No. the other guy you was talking about. Like, what's he on about? He's kind of making some sense. Anyway, moving on.
Wait! Didn't you have something prepared?
I mean,
you were
if
gonna.
if we can find one real quick.
What? What do you mean? If you could find one, you
I
said
made
you
that
had
up. I thought it was hilarious.
the speech thing that you were gonna do.
Yeah. Let me.
So Nick said he was going to do some kind of Hitler speech in German, and he was gonna let us see how it went on Sunday during our meeting.
Do you want me to do it in German?
I thought
Well,
you said.
yeah, you can't do it in English American. You can't
I thought
do it
you
in
said you were
English.
going to do it in German.
And that's what I was like.
So you just
And
lied.
that's what they speak over
So
there?
you just lied to
in
us.
Germany, they speak German. Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
Austrian.
Well, he is Austrian.
Yeah,
So is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
true. When did Arnold come over here? Do you know?
Probably 70s. I don't know for sure.
I was going to say 64 for some reason.
64.
All right, we can let you do your speech another time. I thought you were prepared.
I mean, I've got it. I'll give you the best Hitler impression you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh boy! All right.
Right,
well,
Josh?
well, let's.
Right, I don't know. I don't know.
You know.
I don't
I was gonna say, I think we're here at the end. We can end this like Yee's song and let Nick do his speech, and then right into
What are we becoming?
closing this sucker out.
What are
That
you
sounds
looking
good.
up?
I was looking up when Arnold Schwarzenegger come to the U.S.
Oh.
real quick before we get out of here, and I'm going to let him take it out. Came in the U.S. I typed in came in the U.S. I'm just going to leave it.
I came.
I bet he came as soon as he got here.
I'm sure he did. He was a
Yeah.
good-looking fella.
I mean, that's a long flight, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. He's a big guy. He probably had to empty all that protein out. I don't know. I can't find it.
Like
Who cares?
That's fine. Close her down.
Anyway, who cares? We love
You
Arnold
can't find that
Schwarzenegger.
information?
I don't care to. Really.
Jeez Louise.
He's not red band.
No, I'm not. Thank God.
When die Gerfer die das Judentum verunser.
Yeah, this has been a good episode of Fine by Me. It's the
Bitte.
last episode ever.
Den Ausdruck findet in
I
nein.
do not condone
Van
any of this.
Gludmenden
I do
am
not
Ding
condone.
Dong.
We're cutting the tape right now.
Crossatel
Let's cut it.
Maser Vox.
Cutting it. He gets louder. We're cutting it.
So
I don't
first
agree with any of
die.
this.
Usaka des
See ya, I'm out, bye.
Ubergalamullet. This has been Fine by Me.
All right. Love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your week.
Josh is walking away.